Hello everyone, my name is Surbhi Jain and I have been an assistant professor of economics and finance at University of Delhi. Today I am going to share with you all an amazing fact related to economics and I am sure you will just love it. So the fact is that if a man marries his mate, then the GDP of a country would fall. Yes, really, surprised na? Matlab, how can it be possible? And in fact, the more relevant question is how these two things are even related to each other. Don't worry, I will solve this trivia for you. कि ऐसा होता क्यों है आखिर? एक आदमी अगर अपनी ही मेट से शादी कर लेता है तो इकोनॉमी का जीडीपी घट जाता है, इकोनॉमी का जीडीपी फॉल हो जाता है. Before that, it is quite important to tell you who actually first thought about this riddle. एक इकोनॉमिस्ट ही ऐसा सोच सकता है. And that economist was Paul Samuelson, an American economist, very famous. He worked a lot in the area of economics, and he is actually the first American to receive a Nobel Prize in economics in the year 1970. So yes, in one of his books, Paul Samuelson is known to have said jokingly that if a man marries his maid, then the GDP of that particular country would certainly fall. Really? But how? And more important question, as I said before, is why? Okay, so to understand this, we first need to know what GDP is actually. GDP, सकल घरेलू उत्पाद, आखिर होता क्या है? So one of the simplest definition of GDP is that GDP is a measure of total monetary value of final goods and services produced in an economy during a particular period of time. Okay, so now emphasize a bit on a few words in this definition. It clearly says GDP is a measure of total monetary value of final goods and services. It means those goods and services which are not defined in monetary terms are not included in calculation of GDP. It simply means it includes only those goods for which there is a market and does not include anything related to non-market activities. And one very important non-market activity, as we all know, is the household work. There is no market for that. Yes. So now let's go back to our riddle, that why is that if a man marries his maid, then the GDP would fall. It is simply because of the fact that before marriage, the man used to pay her maid money in exchange of her work. And post marriage, no such monetary transaction will take place. Now his wife will do the same work for him free of cost. See, the work is same, but the market has disappeared. And hence, now since there is no monetary value of the service provided by the woman, the GDP would fall by the same amount she used to get as a salary. Actually, this is just one side of the coin. ऐसे इकोनॉमिक्स में और जीडीपी से रिलेटेड बहुत सारे एरिया हैं जो जीडीपी की कैलकुलेशन से अनटच्ड रह जाते हैं. जैसे कि एक टीचर अगर अपने ही बच्चे को पढ़ाती है तो वो जीडीपी में काउंट नहीं होता, बल्कि अगर वही बच्चा बाहर मार्केट में जाकर किसी और टीचर से पढ़े या वही टीचर अगर बाहर मार्केट में जाकर किसी और बच्चे को पढ़ाती है तो इट इज़ काउंटेड एज एन एडिशन टू जीडीपी. Likewise, care economy, you must have heard about it, where people take care of their old parents or children at home, just like a nurse, and all of the household work like cooking, washing, etc. इंटरनेशनल लेबर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ILO की एक स्टडी के मुताबिक अगर टोटल नॉन इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ को देखा जाए तो अक्रॉस द ग्लोब 75% of these activities are performed by women and the remaining 25% by men. This is often regarded as one of the primary cause of gender inequality. Actually, this misleading face of GDP is not just related to inequality. The problem is much wider. Simon Kuznets, a Russian-American economist who invented this concept of GDP, had actually warned against the use of GDP as a measure of well-being. And even then, it is one of the top leading indicators of measuring any country in economic terms. Even IMF and World Bank use this indicator quite often. Maybe it is just because the underlying beauty of GDP lies in its simplicity. It is more or less simple to calculate. It gives you just one number, just one figure, and anyone can compare GDP of one country with other. However, as I have just explained you, that this single leading indicator is often misleading. If you see the top 5 economies of the world by GDP, then these are USA, China, then Japan, Germany, and India. Yes, India is the fifth largest economy in the world in terms of GDP. However, over a period of time, apart from GDP, economists have actually developed a lot of many other indicators to measure the actual status of country. These are Human Development Index, which talks about not just growth of the growth, but about the level of development in the country as well. Then there is Gini Index, Palma Ratio, which explains about the level of income inequality. Then there is an indicator called Happiness Index. So the more important question is how happy the people of a particular country are. So for that, United Nations measures happiness index as well. So United Nations, which is an international level organization, publish some of these reports, and two important reports, as I said before, are about HDI, Human Development Index, and World Happiness Report. And you will be surprised to know that the top countries in terms of development and happiness are not USA, Japan, or China, and not even India, which tops the list if you go by the GDP. But these countries are actually Norway, Denmark, Finland, Australia, and Switzerland. Yes, it is a real fact. So, my humble request to you is that next time when you sit to analyze any country, don't just rely on GDP. Do some extra effort. Learn about the other pillars which are more fundamental and more relevant in nature. Okay, so the objective of this video is to share the knowledge to make people better informed so that they can take better decisions. Because as somebody said, not only bad things are infectious, even good things are also infectious. I hope you liked the video and you gained some knowledge. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Take care.